Hey guys, we're live. How y'all doing? This is our midday pop-in. We got a couple topics that we're going to run through, and I hope you guys don't mind. We're not going to hold you long, but as we do in every video, everything said in this video is alleged in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please don't forget to tap on that like button when you get a chance. All right. So we can go ahead and push this video on out to the algorithm. All right. So let's go ahead and jump on in. Hey, Grandma 504. Hi. Hi. Let's see. Okay. Let's jump on in, honey. Let's jump on in. All right. So for those of you that are BET watchers like myself, y'all know I like anything music. So with them having the BET Awards and all these other awards, child, it's giving that BET has cut a few shows from their roster. Okay, I'm feeling a little way because I do like the Soul Train Awards. It's a very, very good show. But and also the Hip Hop Awards. The Hip Hop Awards to me for the BET Hip Hop Awards have become very ghetto. The last time that I watched, I was just like, who the hell is all these people? Most of the people that they showed on there, you didn't even know. It's like all these newcomers, and the show just began to get more ratchet and more ratchet. I just wasn't feeling it. So I wasn't as mad when I saw that the Hip Hop Awards was going away versus the Soul Train Awards because that was a very good show. The very last Soul Train Awards show that I remember seeing, they brought out all of the old '90s groups on the stage, SWV and so many other artists that you guys enjoy watching back in the '90s. Graced the stage and was singing like all the old songs. Okay, it was really, really nice. But now they are cutting, they're suspending both the Soul Train Awards and the Hip Hop Awards indefinitely. Okay, let's get into that. I'm feeling a way about it, y'all. I ain't gonna cry nothing, don't worry. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. So they're saying if you are one of the millions who tune in every year for the Soul Train Awards, for the BET Hip Hop Awards, they said that you might want to sit down for this one because both shows have officially been put on pause. They said, yep, you read it right. In a new interview with Billboard, BET CEO Scott Mills confirmed that fans have been whispering about online for months. I don't know. BET is suspending both the Soul Train and Hip Hop Awards indefinitely. And while it's not a full on cancellation, it's definitely not the comeback news that we're hoping for either. Now, Mills says in his says address the rumors head on by saying, I would say that it's less than them being no longer and more about our team having to re-image them for their for this changing media landscape that we find ourselves in. He says that I think that we're going to see I think what we're going to see are more people taking franchises and saying that this might have started on linear television, but now I'm going to move it to another space. As do I move it to streaming or do I move it to another platform? So for BET's linear said that we have suspended the Soul Train and Hip Hop Awards shows. It goes on to say that, but we have a team that's actively thinking about where those award shows might best live as the media climate continues to evolve. They aren't gone, but we also still have the NAACP Image Awards and the Stellar Awards. Stellar Awards are good. I'm not really. I watch the NAACP Awards. They're okay, but it's too much talking. When I watch those, I be wanting to see more music, more entertainment. It's kind of boring when you have so many people up just talking. It's so long, drawn out, and people up there being long-winded. I just can't. I would rather see people coming out and just gracing the stage and performing versus so much talking. And I get it, they got to give awards and they got to, praise those that did things and deserve awards. I get all of that. But when I see an award show, I want to see performance. Okay. I don't see all that damn talking. But so that is what they're saying in terms of the BET Awards and the Hip Hop Awards. All right. So we'll see what happens and what they decide to do later on. But for now, it has been, as you guys can see, suspended. All right. Moving right along. For those of you that like to travel a lot like myself, okay, you got to be careful going outside of the US right now because there is a new virus that has been brought to our attention. Okay, it's called the Chikungunya virus outbreak prompts US travel alert. All right. Of course, it's in China. And for those of you that are traveling and may go to China or anywhere near China, be careful. All right, let's get into what it's saying. U.S. health authorities have elevated concerns over a major Chikungunya outbreak in China, where more than 7,000 cases have emerged since mid-June. It said that the CDC has issued a level 2 travel notice advising Americans to practice enhanced precautions when visiting this region. Now, globally, the outbreak has contributed to over 240,000 Chikungunya infections, and at the least 90 deaths this year, spanning multiple countries across the Americas, Africa, Asia, and Indian Ocean region. Okay. The chikungunya, I hope I'm saying it right, is a mosquito-borne virus transmitted by, what is it, Aedes, whatever that is, child. Oh, Lord, that's a hard one. Says that though non-contagious, its symptoms can be intense high fever, joint swelling, muscle aches, rash, and nearly 40% of patients may endure persistent joint pain lasting months or longer. Can you imagine getting bit by a mosquito and then having joint pain that lasts longer than a month or so? Damn. Now, I said that fatal outcomes are rare, but infants, the elderly, and those with underlying conditions face heightened risk, almost like corona. Now, China has responded with stringent measures, isolating patients often in hospitals for up to a week, spraying insecticides, deploying drones to locate mosquito breeding zones, and enforcing penalties for stagnant water sources. Now, it says that some municipalities, okay, oh, look at me, have mandated mosquito netting for patient hospital stays. Okay, now the CDC recommends that travelers to outbreak regions, including Brazil, Colombia, India, Mexico, Nigeria, Pakistan, Thailand, and the Philippines, use insect repellent, wear long sleeves, clothing, and stay in screen, okay, or air-conditioned environments. Travelers under pregnant, especially near delivery, are urged to reconsider their plans. Now, vaccination, it says available in the U.S. is recommended where access allows, though one vaccine, what is called the Lamh, is temporarily paused for older adults due to safety reports. I'm scared to take any of that stuff, child. Now, with no antiviral cure currently available, prevention remains the most effective defense. It said that treatment focuses on relief through rest, hydration, and over-the-counter pain medications, avoiding NSAIDs until dengue is ruled out due to bleeding risk. I hope I pronounced all those right, because those words are weird. But so that's what's going on. There is a new virus, the Chikungunya virus, all right, which is spread by a mosquito bite. So if those of you that are traveling, I know a lot of you guys may have your passports and you're ready, the weather is nice, you're ready to travel and visit other places outside the U.S. Definitely be careful if you're going to any of the places that I named, all right, so that you don't get bit by that good old mosquito and bring something back that may be harmful and or fatal to you and or your family. Is all right? Let me get back to here. Child. First, we have coronavirus. Didn't that miss, right? Said the Hip Hop Awards was too ratchet. Yeah, it was ratchet. Says, let me put this up. Tam C said the Hip Hop Awards was too ratchet. Said, I'm not going to miss the show at all. I'm not going to miss the Hip Hop Awards at all. Because it was very ratchet. I was just like, oh my God, what is this? What is this? Is this like BT After Dark? Y'all remember BT After Dark? Child. All right, so let's get into our next topic. Love and Marriage Huntsville ratings, honey. Let's talk about it, because baby, they came back like they was getting ready to do the damn thing. I guess not, because them ratings are low. All right, hello, can you go? Hey, hello, can you go? All right, so let's get into Love and Marriage Huntsville season 10 ratings, because we have them. Even though the cast like to say, oh, the show is doing well. Y'all remember Marceau went live and said, oh, yeah, y'all cannot watch anyway. That's not going to affect the ratings, okay? We'll see when the numbers come out. Well, they're out. First episode was 90K less than last season. This particular episode from July 26th came in at 197,000. That's low. Now let's compare from season 9 when your girl Melody Sheree was on there. Am I being messy? Maybe. All right, so episode 1 for season 10, as you guys can see, is 219,000. Okay, so let's look at episode 1 from season 9 and see where they landed. All right, as you guys can see, season 1 for episode 9, 229,000. That's the season premiere. Okay, season premiere for last season, episode 1 was 229,000. All right, let's scroll on back down here. 219,000 for the season premiere. All right, so let's move on down here for episode 2. Episode 2 came in at 197,000. It says that it ties the series low in, see that? Ties the series low in demo. So it says 197,000. Let's scroll up to episode 2. 261,000. The numbers don't lie. Okay. Women lie, men lie, money don't lie, numbers don't lie. Okay. Numbers do not lie. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Ever since your girl left now, I don't know. These storylines ain't lying now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Nah, I get it. Y'all trying to come back and still make the show work, but the ratings are low. And a lot of people are not watching for that reason. A lot of people are still blacked out. A lot of people are not supporting. And that's fine. You guys can do what you want. Like I said, y'all pay your cable. You do what the hell you want to do. Watch what you want. If you want to watch it, watch. If you don't want to watch it, don't fucking watch. I don't want people to be so up in arms about it. It's just a fucking show. If you don't want to, and Melody Sheree also said, do what you want to do. All right. She said, hey, I'm not telling y'all what to do. Don't be over here, child, trying to say I'm telling y'all that I got some code and all this other shit going on. If you want to watch a show, go watch a show. But at the end of the day, she still enjoy your support. Y'all going over there on her TikTok live and buy her shit, whatever. But if you want to watch, that's your business. That's your prerogative. I ain't telling nobody what to do. But what I'm saying is a lot of people have stopped watching the show because it has become a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Certain people have come back to the show that people are just not in favor of, so they choose not to watch it. And also how Carlos King has decided to move this season in terms of putting Ariane on this show or showing Ariane on this damn show, which is kind of a slap in the face to Melody Sheree, who initially pitched the show, paid the pilot for the show to even happen. She's supposed to be the star of the show, but because of the bullying and harassment and all the things that she experienced on the show, she decided to step down and step away. And Martell, with his dumb ass, gonna sit up here and bring his whole side piece on the show as if that didn't make him look even worse than the fact that he is out here parading her around on social media as his woman, when we all know the nigga keep a whole nother woman in tow. He keeps embarrassing her, but she is just so happy to finally be, introduced to people that she doesn't realize that he's using her. Martell does not have a storyline, so anything that he can grab onto, because he can't talk about Melody anymore, none of the cast can. All right, so they're just grasping at straws. We're hearing now that Ken and Trish are supposed to be broken up. I showed you guys that in the Carlos King's last live when Marceau was on there for his interview most recently with Dustin and Claudia Jordan, and it was mentioned that in the on TikTok that something was posted where women were telling Ken that he needed to move on and be free, and it was given that he made a post or something saying that he was free or something like that, or that he was single or something of that magnitude, to where it was said that he and Trish may have stepped back from one another. Y'all know they've had some tension in their relationship in terms of last season when he put her on blast. We talked about that, but as you guys can see, the ratings for episode 2 is very low. See that? Series low in demo. So hey, that's what it is. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Let me go back and look at my comments to see what y'all feel. Said Ken is faking it. That man hasn't left Trish. Child, I guess I don't care. I'm gonna have to say that I don't care enough if they left or if they stay together. Either way, the shit is toxic. Okay, either way, it's toxic. Trish is toxic, and so is Ken. Ken is I don't know, child. I done ran out of words. Shit, I done ran out of words. Grandma 504 said I'm not watching. Said not surprised with the ratings. Yeah, the ratings are low. Ratings are very low. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Destiny's still out here being desperate, child. Trying to get her little, still trying to sell them damn candles too. Also, I saw where Destiny is trying to get back into her real estate stuff. They're saying that she closed on a house with somebody. She and Kimmy, y'all know that she's kind of working hand in hand with Kimmy. Y'all know she just got her real estate license. When I say her, I mean Destiny, her real estate license reinstated. So she is working with Kimmy in terms of, because y'all know Kimmy and Maurice has their own real estate company or something like that together. But anywho, and anyway, Destiny closed on a house with somebody, and she and Kimmy actually worked on it together. So I don't know if they're gonna split the profits or what, but Destiny is trying to get back out there and do real estate because she ain't got shit else going on. She better get that money up because what's this? August? Coming up November. All right, her ass might be in jail for Thanksgiving because she's supposed to be paying that good old $20,000 to LeBarrett coming up since they had to move their court date when her ass didn't show up before a few months ago. Okay, and LeBarrett was there, so the courts had to move that court date, like I said, into the beginning of November. So if her ass don't have that, I'm gonna tell you, honey. All right. So let's get on into our last and final topic, and then we're gonna get out of here. I told you I'm not gonna hold y'all long. All right, so Melody Sheree speaks on, she went live and she spoke on some stuff going on, and she also spoke on how they tried to replace her and how she felt about Ariane. She kind of said it indirectly, Ariane being on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and how she felt that the show tried to maybe replace her. She was kind of like in preaching mode. I was like, who is this person? But she's very transparent in how she feels about how the show is continuing on, of course, without her, and she's kind of, she's throwing in her God quotes and she's preaching a little bit. But I'll just play just a little bit of it. Shout out to Show Style Spirit because that's why I saw her. Let's go.
What I'm gonna do? Dang, I'm $1,000 short on my rent or my mortgage. What am I gonna do? Dang, I need to cover this. I'm sick in my body, but I need to go to work. What am I gonna do? Write down and look at the history of how many times God has shown up for you. And I'm telling you right now, God is my witness. When I made the conscious decision to leave, like I said, doing in a month what most people not most, but there are a lot of people don't make in a year for showing up for 10, 12 days of work. I said, if God did it before, he'll do it again. He'll do it again. That's right. Why he gotta keep proving himself to us for us to just trust him? How much more does he have to prove to us for us to trust him? I said, God, I see what you did for me when I wanted to get out of the teaching field, and you allowed me to jump into an industry I knew nothing about, property preservation, had never heard of it. Now I've created over 1,500 entrepreneurs in property preservation since 2020.
Come on now.
Knew nothing about it. 25, created a multi-million-dollar business from the ground up. Then, God, you turned around and gave me another opportunity. Then you gave me another opportunity. Then I walked away from everything that I'd known since I was 22. Walked away. Did it seem a little big? Yeah. A little bit, yeah. But I knew that God had. I'll tell y'all this. When I decided, and I said, this is going against purpose because I'm always on an emotional roller coaster. That's right. That's right. I can't really pour into people like I want to because I'm up today, down tomorrow. See, I told you I don't believe in not being real. So here's my thing. If you ain't ready to pour into folks, don't be pouring into them if you know you ain't right within. Okay? So I knew for me, part of my purpose was inspiring and talking and sharing, and I love to lift people up. I love to encourage people. And I said, dang, I'm up, down, up, down, up, down. I know there was one scene I remember I said, I ain't no yo-yo. You can't just do me like this right here.
Do not call an attorney if you've been in a car accident.
So let's get past this ad, okay?
Way to get paid a way bigger check without expensive.
All right, let's get back to it. We're back.
I ain't witness to nobody. I can't share like I need to because some days I don't even want to get out of bed. Some days I'm in my closet crying, drowning in my own tears. All because of what I know I'm connected to. But what I witnessed was whenever I stepped away, and Miss Joy, I want you to hear me well. Whenever I stepped away and I made the decision to say, you're not bigger than God's purpose for me. I don't care how many times you tell me you can make another me. Y'all caught that TV. I don't care how many times you look me in my face and say you can make another me, or tell me that I am here because of you, or that I am doing as well as I am because of you. I heard all that, or how ain't nobody go on because I got good kids. I'm telling you this to show you how whenever you truly choose that God is going to be at the top and the head, and that his purpose for you is greater than any man, wife, husband, brother, sister, cousin, child. Any kind of dream or desires of your own that you have for yourself, when you make the decision that his vision and purpose for you is more important, the blessings will flow. Just watch. They're going to flow. After that, I get a call. We're still in COVID. Yeah, Melody, I want you. They're doing this thing called Girlfriend's Chicken. They want you to host. And okay, how much am I getting paid? Well, they're going to pay you such and such. I said, bet. When I got to be here. Okay? I'm going to be real with y'all. There is nothing that can touch me right now or come my way and make me feel like I can't figure it out.
Come on.
Or to make me feel like I'm not going to win. Because I've already seen them do it too many times.
Come on,
so
Lord.
I'll go through the look, whatever I got to go through. Because I always say this too, ain't nobody exempt from not going through stuff in this world. It is what it is. None of us are exempt. You ain't no better than me. I ain't no better than you. We all got to have our share of what we got to go through. But what I can tell you is this. There is nothing that I have to face or no challenge that comes my way that I don't know or believe that I'm going to be all right. And that there is greater on the other side because he's already shown me too many times. Check his track record. And if your track record ain't enough of what he's done for you, like Dr. Joy said, hit that Bible. Okay. Let me tell you something. You got to step for yourself.
Come on.
Don't sit around waiting for nobody to step up for you, to defend you, to have your back. You have your own back. You step for your own self. You step for your own rights and your own purpose. I was no longer willing to sit to see what y'all gonna do, how bad it gotta get before y'all do something. I wasn't sitting for that no more. Time is up. Y'all say time is up.
Time is up.
Sometimes you gotta tell the enemy and the very thing that's staring you in your face to destroy you and say, time is up. Time is up. I'm standing, and I'm standing strong, and I'm standing in my favor, and I'm standing with my God. That's it, and that's all. And ain't nothing you can do about it. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I hope so.
Okay, y'all hear that? She was saying that Martell told her pretty much, when she decided to leave and never come back, that he could find another her. Yeah, no, you never find another her, and especially not no damn Ariane. Ariane don't even she don't even come close to that. Okay, Melody is a businesswoman. She's an awesome mom. She knows how to make $1 out of 15 cents. She is just out here doing it. She's rebuilt herself, and I applaud her for that. I think a lot of women look up to her, and they kind of use her as a roadmap in terms of how to get out of situations that they are dealing with as well. So that's a great thing. She's become a role model for women, and that's wonderful. I don't see Ariana out here being no role model. I don't see anybody out here wanting to be no no side piece. Okay, Martell stupid as hell for leaving home to be with his side piece, and now look where that got him. Look where that got him, looking stupid as hell. So he felt like he could continue to keep talking down to Melody, and she decided to walk. Just like she was talking about the show, she was not going to continue to keep sticking around and allowing people to play in her face, disrespect her, and put her in situations to where she was feeling bullied and not being heard. Y'all remember at the podcast with Carlos in Huntsville, where Melody broke down and was crying and let him know, hey, this is how I feel. This is what's going on. Martell needs to be off the show. And he pretty much was like, and next to the stage is Sonny and Moses. Like, he didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a damn about Melody, her tears, or anything that was going on with her. So she decided to make the conscious decision to walk away. And by her doing that, Carlos King, your show is not doing very well, sir. So I don't know how you're going to regroup and find out how you're going to get, which is supposed to be your best show for your network or under Kingdom Reigns Entertainment. I don't know how you're going to get that show back off the ground, because a lot of people, you've lost a lot of your viewership after Melody decided to walk, and by everybody seeing how she was treated on the show, because that was your star. And I mean, he even said it on Messy Mondays. All right. When Dr. Heavenly was on the show, he said, hey, Melody is the star of the show. She is the star of the show. So now that, she is gone, I don't know how they're going to regroup. But a lot of people kept saying, oh, the show is still going to continue. They don't need Melody to be on the show. Well, the ratings say they do, because ain't nobody watching that shit. Hardly. Okay. They got a few fans that's still trying to stick strong and in support, but it's not like it used to be. Okay. You could and watching it, because I watched just a little bit. I watched clips online, not the actual show, but I watched clips. You could actually see that they're pulling storylines out of their ass, and that they're really reaching for a lot of storylines that they're trying to put together to make it reputable and make it interesting for people to watch. But a lot of people like, bitch, we don't want to see this. This is some regurgitated bullshit from social media that most, if not all, of the content creators have covered on Instagram and everywhere else that we've covered. YouTube, we've talked about all of this stuff. Martell and Martell, Tisha, and Marcel, and they're still talking about that mess where Tisha was in the Buick and all that. That's their storyline to see. We don't care. Y'all know how much we move past that. Like, what else is going on with you guys? But that's what was going on with that. And that's it. And that's all for this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. What's the day? Wednesday? Hump day. Yes. Hump day, honey. Have a wonderful hump day. I will try to tap back in with you guys a little bit later on. The news has been kind of slow today. Hopefully it pick up a little bit later on. Yeah, that's it though. Thank you to all of my mods for stepping in and doing your best modding. Scorpion, Miss Sweet Essence, Rose Armstead, Truth TV Podcast, KBR, and Tyra. Thank y'all so much for doing an awesome job. To all of my content creators who stopped by and support as well. You guys know who you are by name. Y'all know I love you guys down. Thank y'all for being here, supporting everybody in the bushes as well. Don't forget to tap on that like button to push the video into the algorithm. And until the next video, we will see you guys later. Bye.